Hey, course 3. All review today. We are adding and subtracting, especially subtracting in this video, with fractions that have different denominators. I'm skipping the common denominator part. I think you can do that. And mixed numbers, okay? While it's review, this is one of the most common things for kids your age to get wrong, and certainly you guys have had your fair share of tough goes with these types of problems. If you recall last year, we kind of learned a new way. If we're doing this first problem, 3/4 minus or subtract 1/6, we want to write it vertically instead of horizontally. So we got our 3/4. You're going to write that on your paper. Subtract 1/6. This allows us then to, next step, move horizontally to make the denominators the same. That's always step number one. Write the fractions with common denominators. So how we need to set it up, we want to get to the greatest common factor, which is going to be 12. How do I get there? 4 times 3, so 3 times 3. 6 times 2, so 1 times 2. That's equal to that. Okay? We're allowed to do that because what we did is multiply by 3 over 3, and that's the same as 1, identity property of multiplication. 2 over 2 is equal to 1, right? Now, we're able to do step 2, add or subtract. 9/12 minus 2/12 is 7/12. Nice and easy. Simplify, if possible, by reducing. Not able to, so the answer is simply 7/12. Same thing with mixed numbers. We want to write it vertically. 3.5 minus 1 3/4. Now let's forget the whole numbers for a sec. Let's make our common denominators. Okay, so 1/2 times 2 over 2 gets me to the same denominator, fourths. So it's 3 2/4 instead. I'm going to rewrite my 3/4 over here so they're nice and lined up. Now, 2 minus 3, can't do it. Where could I borrow from? Can I still do this problem? Yes, I need to take from the friend, the whole number. I need to borrow a whole and put it into the 2/4. Why does 2/4 become 6/4? Or maybe you would just show the 2 crossed out becoming 6. Why 6? And why not 4 or something? Because how much did I just take away? A whole. Well, a whole is 3/3 or 1. We'll probably want to talk in fourths. 4/4 into 2/4 is 6/4, right? We're taking a whole. Anything over itself is what the whole is. So that makes this 2 and this 6/4. Now I can subtract 6 minus 3 is 3/4. This is step 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, so just because the fraction is smaller doesn't mean this whole number is smaller. It was bigger, 3.5 is bigger. We just have to do some borrowing from the whole, and then we simplify if possible. Okay, sorry I was a little bumpy here a couple times. Here's an addition word problem. The end of a 2x4 piece of lumber is actually like a 1.5 by 3.5. What are we talking about? We're talking about 2x4, 2 height, 4 width. But really, it's not exactly 2. It's really a mixed number, 1.5 by 3 and 3.5. If one is nailed on top of the other, like this picture, what will be the dimensions of the combined ends? So what's this dimension now? And this. We don't have to do this side. It's not even, it's all cut off. Okay? Well, this is easy, right? This is still going to be 3.5, right? The width of the ends is not changed. So 3.5 by, what's this part now? We find it by adding 1.5 plus the other 1.5. That addition is shown here. Addition's always simpler. Plus they've got common denominators already. So it's simply add the fractions to get 2 seconds. Add the whole numbers. You get 2. Reduce, right? Step 3. 2 and 2 seconds is 2 and 1 is 3. So it's 3 by 3.5. Okay? Which one should we do? Let's do C, D, H, J, and L, please. Those 5. Do your best.